Yeah, hey, how's it going? My name is Didi Joe O'Hanrahan Giancarlo. That's short for Deidre Josephine O'Hanrahan Giancarlo. My husband's name is Mike. That is short for Michelangelo Raphael Giancarlo. Mike is Italian. I am Irish. We are opposites, but it works. Mike and we met back in school, basically when we were just pups. And we got married young, so we've been married like for forever. Um, Mike has this, a mild form of this condition called dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder, formerly known as split personality. And so Mike has these personalities that come out. And sometimes they come out at like inopportune times, like when Mike and I are sharing our marital relations. Some of these personalities will come out. And there's this one personality. He's this young guy. His name is Joey. And Joey, he likes to sing this song, When the Moon Hits Your Eye Like a Big Pizza Pie. And when he first came out, I thought, well, he's kind of sweet, cute, you know. But then he started singing, and he kept singing it over and over and over again. And I got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. So I had to reach under the bed. I pulled out my skillet, and I knocked him on the head, and he was asleep until morning. The only thing is like, I felt bad because Mike was the one that woke up with a headache and a goose egg on his forehead. So, but I didn't know what else to do, you know. Anyway, there's another personality that comes out. It's this cowboy. Okay, his name is Buck Bronco, the hunk from Colorado. Hand to God, I cannot make this stuff up, okay? And when Buck comes out, I mean, he comes out whooping and hollering, you know, and before I can even reach for the skillet, he's already tied my wrists and ankles together, just like he's roped a calf. And I have to lie there all night until Mike wakes up and he can untie me. So, I don't know. Anyway, another personality that comes out is this woman. Her name is Myra Feinstein Peterman. Myra is a female Jewish lesbian. And the thing about Myra is she wants me bad. And I say, Myra, I cannot. I am a married woman. It doesn't matter. She wants me. And I say, I'm not even a lesbian. It doesn't matter. She wants me. And she says, I promise, if you try it once, you'll never go back. Well, okay, so she came out this one time, and I have to say that I was weak. And I tried it. And afterward, I have to say that it wasn't so bad, but it was wrong, okay? It was wrong. I was being unfaithful to Mike. I was supposed to cleave only unto him. And so I had to confess my sins. And I said, Mike, I have been unfaithful to you with Joey, Buck, and Myra. Well, Mike was fit to be tied, okay? I said, well, Mike, think about it. I mean, they are your personalities. I mean, it's kind of not my fault. Well, Mike wouldn't have anything to do with that, and he wouldn't speak to me for 2 weeks. Well, anyway, Mike cannot stay mad at me for long. And so he did start, you know, communicating using one word, you know, like water, hamburger, car keys, you know. And eventually he, you know, started to string more and more words together so that we are now communicating using complete sentences. So he can't stay mad at me forever. But Mike and we have a daughter. Her name is Mitzi Jo O'Hanrahan Giancarlo. And Mitzi has always said that if she had to come up with a stage name, it would be Mitzi O'Carlo, which is short for O'Hanrahan Giancarlo. Mitzi O'Carlo. And Mitzi Jo, she is something else, okay? She's smart. She thinks she's smarter than she really is, but, you know, she's smart. And, like, she's really into fashion. Even as a little girl, you know, like, we would go clothes shopping, and there were these designer jeans that she really wanted that had all these rips and tears in them. And I said, I am not buying a $60 pair of ripped up, torn up jeans for a 12-year-old. We can go to the thrift store. And she said, well, I will not have that. And I said, we can go to the thrift store. I'll buy you a $2 pair of jeans and I'll rip them and tear them for you. How about that? And she said, well, forget it. Well, now Mitzi Jo is older and she has her own money now. And when she goes to the store and she sees those ripped up, torn up designer jeans, she says, there is no freaking way that I am going to spend my money on this. So I guess the apple doesn't fall that far from the tree. I don't know. But I would always say about Mitzi Jo that she was never more happy than if she could be perfectly dressed for whatever occasion she was attending. Like, for example, this guy asked her to go motorcycle riding. So like she goes to the store and she buys a complete black leather outfit. I mean, she looked just like a biker chick, and they were only gone for an hour. And another time, her friends invited her to go sledding in the backyard, and she showed up wearing a complete ski outfit. Or another time, they went horseback riding, and she dressed up like a cowgirl. So I don't know. Anyway, Mitzi Jo's career goals have been kind of all over the place. I mean, first she wanted to become a ballerina. And I said, a ballerina? I mean, Mitzi Jo, you have taken a few dance lessons, but a ballerina? And she said, I must become a ballerina. I have performing in me. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So, but you know what? Being a ballerina is hard work. And it takes a lot of dedication. And Mitzi Jo was not willing to do that. So she changed her mind and she decided that she wanted to become a doctor. And I said, a doctor? I mean, Mitzi Jo, where is the connection between ballerina and doctor? And she said, well, they both want to help people. And I said, okay, that's a loose connection. But you know what? Being a doctor is also very difficult. A lot of schooling, a lot of years, a lot of dedication, and Mitzi Jo was not willing to do that either. So now what she wants to do is she wants to become a blacksmith. And I said, a blacksmith? Mitzi Jo, what are you thinking? It's going to ruin your nails. And she said, I know, but I must learn the blacksmithing arts. So all I could do at that point was to be supportive. You have to support them through it, okay? You have to support them through it and hope they come out okay on the other side. That's all you can do. Anyway, my name is Didi Jo. Have a nice day.